No, Mozambique.
They've never 3-0.
Some can say 3-1.
Almost say 2 and go 1 say 1.
2-1.
2-1 and Sana got 3-1. Yeah, I think that's it. So Barca grateful to Danny Olmo. Manchester United. Everything I said, then run energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
I'm extremely pleased with that. So.
It's a disgrace, Frank Lebeau, for a former Chelsea defender and a French. Or say, who that Chelsea versus League. But I'm impressed with Chelsea. Club America for Mexico. The boys are playing well. Mikel Arteta say Arsenal. More money didn't pay one gross. Said Omoye and Rano. Munyo bia munkuno.
Makase Gabriel Martinelli no one kasa.
Why they?
In the first half, no say 2, also say 2. Yes, starting game na no was with Michel Gomez.
Calafiori.
Overlabration in Dawson. Na Calafiori no go
Calafiori boy chiro da we no do any.
Oba obetire no self before half.
He say the team no Calafiori na Majili.
Hey, he's the main man. Calafiori.
Pen drive. Bongzo.
City have been fined over £2 million for repeatedly coming out late and all that. City is some yardos.
As after half time, they are going to come with
Pep.
Nasa also guys are. Yes, how in discipline.
So
yes, how in discipline. He needs to be disciplined.
If you say any tactics, any skill, and now they are dealing at
now the GSK.
Now dealing at 2 million. Okay, back home. Nana Obri Kasa. Nana Obri and a day. Is a day.
CEO
of
Legon Cities.
Legon City.
Yes.
Debbie
Accra Lions, sorry.
Accra Lions. Legon City is a
Accra Lions.
Na Nana Obri say watete and what's say hunu. Say Shaukan Mohammed. Na kotoko unveiling no munye.
Debbie onyame any medicals but unze say the whole media space you know. Before say na no be interview we ban say Shaukan a free agent. The contract we enra.
Okay.
Yes, but na no breach say omo ne contract no more 1 year bia on bet me a trigger unilaterally. Into contract ni we enra no ma trigger. No ma communicate am player no. O ma communicate am GFA. Into player and still your player on your free agent. No, say as at enra no.
Okay.
Emran is saying
voice or
on say
Debbie Onyama
hasn't decided.
Debbie Onyama. Boy, ne de wajatum so be ba makotoko. But Onyama ye medicals. Nyame adomo chena na expect say obe arrive in Kumasi abe medicals.
So based on the no break kind the boy cannot.
O tie ne nsem no kan there na say sure can't mean sign makotoko unless kotoko ne Accra Lions reach agreement
on the fee.
Or say omo contract. No say contract ne sign bi ho option to extend. Unilaterally.
Unilaterally na me ntiase.
Nti wo say no no.
My madam mama mo amini na me pese me te.
All right.
Na no be explanation kakra.
The club has a unilateral option to prolong the contract by a further 12 months. And yet to Branton in which he agreed to. And we've exercised that option of prolonging it. And it's been communicated to him accordingly. So as we speak, there's nothing on our part to say as to whether we are going by what the contract states. And that is what it states. I do ordinary Sanchez and yes, and I lodge a copy with the Ghana Football Association. And so that you are abided by all this well. And you know, we have exercised that option to prolong. And we've communicated to him accordingly. He decided to prolong for a further 12 months. We'll go by what we have with him and we'll apply it accordingly. Whatever has transpired in the last couple of days and weeks. And for us, we are very confident. You may just know as it is now. If something else happens, I think we will communicate. But we've not received any permission from Asante Kotoko to enable him travel on their tickets to conduct a medical. We've not agreed on anything with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They've not contacted us in respect of Shokan. They contacted us some time back. We asked the gentleman. He said he wasn't ready for that. So we declined the request acquired by Asante Kotoko. That was just after the season. And if they've come back on Shokan, that's on no one can to say, expect them to do the right thing. But as it stands now, there's nothing to say. And so to call baby, we would also apply what his contract states. He treats that rumor. For now, there's nothing much to say. Shokan is in training. He's still our player. Nothing has changed with his contract. It's not being varied. It's still what it says. There's a further 12 months that we've triggered the option to extend.
Ghana football.
So those are the NJ
sometimes you get worried. But how at the end of the when Shokan no what don't say secretary so you say o contract no so there's a further 1 year which could be triggered assuming said the minia ketwana no break and sanity. Why would the player also engage Kotoko? Me how kakra. They make what I say.
Yeah.
You see, also you see that transfers now are done so decently. The players are not creating confusion. The selling clubs are not creating confusion. The buying club, there's a stringent process.
Yeah, me feel say players no more clubs no more pursue the true state of almost status with clubs.
It's not the player no. It's not what you tell people. It's when it comes to contracts. And then I know now or they be catch the uno.
But don't say Mr. Otuo clubs ni players ni be on a free. Ti o mo engage clubs and rather o mo engage players and
engage contract
and agents and managers.
Player be a copy of his contract.
Yes.
Either send the managers na reps, they have a copy of the Obiano Magawa sign a contract as a player in be.
Yeah.
So when the player comes to you, usually what does he show? At the end of the chair, what they make what I say. I'm not saying anybody is right or wrong. Yeah. I'm making point and say at the end of for transacting 60, 70, 80, 40, $50 million pound transfers without any brew.
Yeah, the
boss, as a Michi Magi,
yeah, the Sika. Sisifia sika bi ketenketi bi eso ntokwa wom obi so and I was just following Olympic Marseille Arsenal and Edinketia keke ya na efe we say this man value we say no makwaba ba akokwa itimi take 3 days cause me hwem people mu ya asaba utim say crash sem and na ya adwuma ho we dey position a player no gina if it's true so oni koto akasa wakato so me contract and me ba then the club says that look there be or 1 year option be a yen betimi a trigger unilateral we don't need to talk to him and we have triggered that one
and has been
and my man who said the player may not be aware they make what I say player no because say or you are aware of this or say what is so busy? After number communicate to my player.
Meaning the players now.
Boss,
contract trigger no. Some sign 3 years option to extend with Oyerepa. Must it be agreement again between me before you trigger?
Unilateral there.
If you are for be, who the same say 80,000 and the
they are now no point. If you cannot point. That is seminar, but where
pono. And Oyerepa sells and then him say, so time no so.
Say unilateral no baba question unilateral no ubetimi a perform performed by either of the parties. Say so can say so Lions yes or more pam no say there be me person me to so club ni bibi aka to no betimi a trigger yes it's between either of the parties unilateral
club no betimi trigger without
without the consent of the player. Say unilateral there without the consent of the player.
I think say both parties must agree before you trigger.
There will say a contract.
Now I trigger na me I number no coach ni.
Oh, I know the
coach ni. Me baba is a bit more can emphatically shall can coach ni o.
So what say
ebia what here no the club no. Say ni on only obligations. On only obligations na o busu nti no betimi take ni on. Player obligations.
Na no Oyomo, you can trust them, no. On yes, Anglo for Nibio.
And yes, as for stories.
There are no breeds or decent or
I'm too sure candy a Kotoko Hiano.
But with your Brika said, it's not much of
a year.
Chinchina
and come or trick a
credit.
They say Ghana, hey, it could be 1 month crying able and below. We are 12 months there. I say,
so pass and rock. Almost 2070. I can be 1 year.
Yes,
open the year, go and pay money and get. Other dear Nano fire were present. I got 10 months.
Aye.
Open and go and pay money. As you go to us, and over 40 million.
Say,
I don't got
my you mono.
They need the player. Okay. So, Samuel Tinedu and so Abba. I say I've joined the biggest club in Ghana. Samuel Tinedu had agreed personal terms with Samuel Abe Ashikwe. I say, I had the end of the no busem. Just on the Olympics every year.
There be only player on the way. I can't fear how many Olympics be agree. Take personal terms with the player.
So it just say Olympics ma omo permission to
talk to the player. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's done. Majid Bawa, Deputy General. Director General of NSA. Also about be defended. Stadium no dey rent.
Yes. Or say Ghana high maintenance culture no. You need fans are the maintain stadium. No more dey rent a na you chastise you almost.
You know what I said about the problem?
Oh yes.
And them the year I sat here and told you. So kona kutia se no. No one person. Also Mumbai.
Majid Bawa is Kenny Hona. Omo dey adene rent a piska kakra. Na sports journalist or single out to. Or see a chastise you almost yes you musa baby o munyes ka dey maintain facility no. Eya ye musa kakra.
Me na know what I mean. My professor, I hear now
the
stadium.
Yes, in a walk.
Was a prof there? Me anam nipa no or no na Nikita undi na na be
stadium no pa. No fact Kumasi stadium in Niagara. One far my hand.
We so about also be
is it Kumasi am or say Kumasi dia na mai.
Lawyer.
Me so da e bo
58.
E boy matches no way.
Now no me say Samatex for some bubble match.
How many insu atri nyina ya akra. Unse Kumasi
no.
Ya approve you.
There be approve that but GF any person mo prepare Kumasi ne for your World Cup qualifying games no. Any AFCON qualifying games. Enti GF me sure say GF no ne clubs ne tena say Kumasi ne ba bia duru no. E wo say ye ni ye na Ghana timi bo enti no ye.
But for Samatex boss for Samatex the minim kakra ne say the minim kakra ne say teams no ba be do akra. I was say fly mu don ba Kumasi. Yeah. Omo hwe sikasem in it. Nti akra de obedu a so no ya bono wa. Nti etimi qualify.
Just say teams from Africa Cup 2 matches no.
Yeah.
Mo na matches na aka na wa ne.
So
if you don't want them to play, prepare. And he said, "The born wa so e wende."
Because kind exceptional approval and near ma be bro where also moye. By
CAF for preliminary stages in the omitma born ho.
The prelims in the crown CAF are more exceptional approval. Na say CAF e will consensus or near ma be bre was he putting in order and sana o ma games and all.
You go when massive.
The crown and you fully approved by CAF.
Say prepare stadium by Kwame Ababo ni embrace.
But okay in Nigeria.
So to na keep question the crime one say
almost serious
people on danger stadium.
Baby.
Ah man you na ndimi prepare stadium.
Na no ya go Ghana. Some kai say.
I don't want to see so here why. People on danger stadium.
Matches no say
I was saying I was fantastic. Ura kwano.
I was a games no. Samatex
left wa. I was saying oh. Eti anopay yemo special good morning PM na yemo kwaba Oyerepa 100.7 FM Oyerepa TV National song say NCA's best TV station NCA's best radio station ye konko phone so na ensemwa anopay edi adenchechen samwa anopay ebum fumpa onko funkros no yare honsem atonim ensem no donso na mom de disa fata se wohwe na fe wotie ena yede emma kitikiti mam polibi ena ekansuo yanoma kambu no pa anopay ya tu ebo asene atere no emra ya confirm emunum nyina ama wo on Oyerepa Radio, on Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa Live. And your Facebook pages are okay video no da o share na wa comment yan share MV Paris Olympics 2024 na extra training from LeBron James. On say LeBron James and Team USA. Nyama koye emmo papa na de chenye ye ba hwe na practice and oyeye and some pona Sudan game no eba so men's basketball yam front to just say enra I was start Pierre Maroy Stadium Paris and Team USA for no a dominating na LeBron James adi atuja say are you happy with Team USA Motimba womo ebo our Paris Olympics 2024 unim say enra omo etimi enya 103 to 86. That's a South Sudan and Omutime Esha Niwako ye at the Emma Team USA Kevin Durant and LeBron James at the Tujasa Womo and making the greatest history our basketball moi Omufisa that's a piano Omutino Abe Erekaho once you both tennis players in Dia Omabe Piemo our Team US no Jomo team pa Yan Team Yomuti and fan film Rafael Nadal and Raunisa on Karos Akaras ewo dopunum omu elusuye na ojene fairway na is yanyana ntiase oruan krawan hwe na tese na US Open no wentimi ankonti ni fairway no na oje ewo stadium wa yade atoso Nadal Akaras that is Rafa Nadal enra US pair for Roland Garros Masters omutwa na is a Spanish teammate Carlos Alcaraz and of Rafa Nadal enra onim Thomas McMack and Adam Pavlask Amunya etimi etwa Carlos Alcaraz and afa already at the Rafa Nadal anopay ya donsam atuanim na ukonsam fufroma Paris Olympics 2024 say and a medal table no esi atie onimsa China and a LED gold no amatime awene 9 and oko bronze amatime ajemi and silver eye enso 19 medals and omanya France tosumi no gold amate nwotwe and a silver amate edu and a bronze eye enwotwe 26 in total and a France fonum atime aje Japan abatosumi Unimsa a bon goda Japan fonum etime ate enwotwe and a silver ayamian some bronze a 9 total a 15 Australia atoso a 9 gold imagine so and a silver ayensia bronze ayamian in total 16 and amansa etime aka anopay ngetunsem atuanim United States atoso so omaji gold makumako enum and a bronze a 12 na yamfan to the 13 medals and amansa etime aka anopay yatonsam atuanim Rafa Nadal Demete etem say I likely say US Open one ya na wentime anko sekan US Open after semra omutime elusu ye na oko Olympic Village wa the elite village Demete chem say and nam why dene we didn't have enough meat na say according to organizers no say number bre na ebini ho enti adia ewo elite village wo mo eyusu pa eye masa kosua wo mo di kosua mo eno eye letasa efi the elite village etoda anano player ya don some eto onim ye be fi Olympics 2024 num na fe ya ba Spain ye din komo ewo Spain live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM
time yeah live our Facebook page no so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live na detenye Clement Lenglet Demete HMC Atletico de Madrid eye dome bia se Clement Lenglet omansa ebetime akano na obe juma edi ama Estadio Citaves Metropolitano Mranteno nambom Demete HMC boy na nkasa de nani enje Estadio Citaves Metropolitano Mranteno omudio no ho eno eye reporter e kamensa enano pay na Danny Omo ena Barca force woman da Danny Omo ase esan say Danny Omo wa ba juma papa esan say clubs outdoor the likes of Bayern Munich, Manchester United woman na epe Danny Omo nanso Danny Omo nya na adwen say obe move to that clubs opese otwe Barca deal no jetenie onim say Barca amoya madwe sen kombetua 40 million euros and there and can cash down now 20 million euros akano omayana nice installment American 10 million euros ni year from number 10 million euros nemo no oko RB Leipzig asoma jantum ama deal no entim enya complete boy yi jakofon nyinaba and it's our release cross of 60 million euros se Barca for pa omunkotua na amumfare enkom Anra Madrid elusuye to Milan meba so na ma bomun komo na mom ocha Rodrigo and Hendrick amushaye emra Rodrigo from the holidays about joining the team na amushaye detenie Rodrigo meets Hendrick na Don Carlo Ancelotti and HM Gonzalez Madrid akodana o goalkeeper no wanyani new Buffon ewo Madrid womu team num I say ni bibia etise Buffon and kakra confidence na ebeba Don Carlo Ancelotti I say enra olusu 1-0 to AC Milan nambom anya results no enana ehu ehia no dena ope eti afine nkoda no no otime enyaye owieye obo Hendrick abaso the Brazilian sensation the wonder kid abaso I say oyinom every game no okaye before the game say boy no be 45 minutes ampani ampa 45 minutes and a boy was it Jordan a day kaka our person so no asonani or a super player by Austin that and summer and no Eltoja Enra on him said Chicago Soldiers field and a game no Eltoja between Milan and Madrid 61,556 spectators and a choir Koko game no bien Amra Madrid elusu 1-0 to AC Milan na uko ada gula suya ada gula and manager Don Carlo Ancelotti ebo ada gula baso with a modimba ada gula eboyam o chamsa ada gula encheni dudona oba holidays no wateni kaka with the team na he's stronger and to face the season ahead a lot and obenya ati afi ada gula ho o say doye ewo Euro 2024 no ema the Turkish national team no eka ati achaw say ada gula aye exceptional player na Lucas Vasquez enenra Madden Kotano or captain womo or say aya honhoa sa club kesiate sa Madrid na dide wo mu sa ya bo ayonkofa kan say ati etia Milan bo captain ambadra masa or say na nya te papa na mom or kamo biate say enra Madrid lusuye na ohwen kodana enra omujira Madrid the game no ma e kan dia chaw sa Real Madrid or dating and ayensema Lucas Vasquez adituja and after the game mamin fi Spain na memra Italy na ewo Italy no and pay yanin komo Mrs. Show no ay live ewo Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Mrs. Sena commenti and ra dena huye ete for Arsenal game no ho de na oka ade ache Mikel Arteta aso Mikel Arteta ebetime at the league no 2024-2025 season ahead nina for comment the bra na the boss player Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong kenkanina and for Emma said and it said efata Rafael Leao and I say obeda Zlatan Ibrahimovic Ibrakadabrasi a son say a lot and Zlatan Ibrahimovic Ibrakadabra the legend of the Amanuam was say ayana debut catcher and say I was so strong on the ball massa the players na here born with Dino Rafael Leao ebetima body head to me the account so aggressive massa say oje bona ya purposeful so the goals account football ninga ya nema ofi sababwa amana kora in 2024-2025 season na uko Mario Hermoso na suya Diamante Chemsa uko Bologna suya after sexto Martinez ema amu enhu ye so besi akan ade amu manansa ono Martinez ensi akan emfa ema Mario Hermoso ade atudwa se onya na adwen se okwakosi akan ade amu Bologna after Ricardo Calafiori moving to Arsenal no Bologna a replacement atema Ricardo Calafiori na Daniele Maldini young fan to just officially wari Johnny Monza okwakoya juma ade ama Monza team no permanently na ose enkakranka kraoshe Milan team na omoshishana na supporters nyabotre ama Paulo Fonseca or say good team they'll compete very well 2024-2025 Serie A num eno ayensema urano ati etuta ene anopay Strahinja Pavlovic or say nani ante say oye AC Milan player na someone Paulo Fonseca ekache no eno ayensema am motivating ye ababua ama bibia etime akoye eti amana no ayensema kodai eti etudwa kaya last Champions League oh boy Emma Salzburg emra na amone Milan Airport eti Pavlovic of Salzburg enei owurama obaya juma eti Emma Milan no say nani ante papa project coach eretu nanim and motivating amanu chusu ye so obaya juma at the Ama AC Milan according to reporter Ekensa HMSA Sonin Group no Amaniabre and a Poti Monesi Wamo Chanum sa club no Wamo betime atonim sa Sonin Group among Anna Abusia na amu aye honest Emma Inter Milan with the county and a club they say and you among samu biem na according to reporter mensa ekanye meko Anthony Gordon na suya na madu England no very quick mamenya way and from few na uko academy graduate Emma Manchester United aye Papa Jose and amaya hu boy no Scott McTominay and the catcher say Galatasaray Sport Club etim kabam sa Scott amon sabekano na demensa ketchem say Galatasaray Sport Club anya personal agreement with Scott McTominay and no air reporter again say no play na Marcus Rashford enra when team and game no we pray Eric Ten Hag say medical doctors now say Marcus Rashford nothing about the extent of Marcus Rashford the injury na enra DBC and the man for we say and Eric Ten Hag I say when you did I was Zedin Sancho PM so Zedin Sancho ebetima jumana ye at the Ama United and on says Zedin Sancho na or say go it's a rebetis and then referee say na game no mra echo to go no touch na outside na time no na manager Eric Ten Hag abon no touch na obon nsem ma Zedin Sancho sa and your born some enti anopay young Facebook page and also Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio, on Oyerepa TV. Na yanshamra, Zedin Sancho at the Bon Atuatna coach in the Jawa, about some at the Emma Zedin Sancho. I want some, I don't know, Eric Ten Hag. Abusiam, I say, are you happy? Are you pleased faced with Enra and Motiba, Manchester United players, no, a boy and slot on himself or Tinkrim, our Arsenal. So now and slot on it in Liverpool, Arsenal, Ebomu 2-1, Mosala, and your goal, have Elliot and they assist him, you know, at the Emma Liverpool. Now and slot are you happy with a Motiba, boys and a boy, no more at Deba come and any then the answer go now. I'm consider you know na and you can say I'm consider sa go no offer tie Demiti and pay HMS Liverpool for now amania bere pa Anthony Gordon amoye Jome Bia say Anthony Gordon no woman say ebetime akano na deyate HMS ni value 75 million pounds yeah Anthony Gordon on sa ebetime akano 18 months ago, and joining Newcastle United, and slot Enra after the game. Okasaye, Efa ni defense no home. Okasaye, Efa Mohamed Salah home. Oyeye Carvalho, and Motimba Oboye Mosala, Nina Okasaye, Yente and slot Yaba near Chichim.
Maybe the second half where we had a lot of problems with Arsenal because they were constantly all over us, I would say, but we defended really strong, kept them away from our 16. I don't think they created that many chances. So that was a positive thing because you will always have difficult times in a game. And if you fight like this, so many bodies behind the ball, defending in front of goal was really good. So that was pleasing to see. And of course, I think we all enjoyed the first half after the first 10 minutes. It was satisfying to see us creating that many chances against a strong opponent like Arsenal. Honestly, they had a few in the first half as well. I think the first half was quite an equal game after the first 10 minutes because we started real poor. They did what we intended to do. They played every ball in behind the last line. But after that, I think both teams had a lot of chances and it was good for us that we...
Enti anslot chamsa Liverpool defense na Enra amu defend ye otwa mfimfin wa na have Elliot passes no eko Mosalamo na amotembo e wosro Chelsea onim se amoche Club America e shoma e kamiensa Club America antibie na a first win for Enzo Maresca as coach for Chelsea and ochem se motembo na e mantena eboy still work ewo adwuma wa ewo se am aye meti report to be say Chelsea agree with Aston Villa. Chelsea agree with Aston Villa say Romelu Lukaku minama boli enka onko adwuma ema Aston Villa Romelu Lukaku or say no me prefer say Meko in Roma and I said Napoli Estadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium no makoya adwuma at the ema Napoli and aye reporter yansa eka it's a disgrace. Frank Leboeuf, former Chelsea player or a legend, Ninsemnie, or Chelsea. I'm going to show you Premier League in a bad day. Say, I'm about to be was the ultra Chelsea team that down Prempena. See, players a party or being bought. Your players were team more, born woman bomb. Enzo Maresca, our squad, no, number how many personnel, somebody who is a leader. Those days you talk of Frank Lampard, Michel Ballack, Michael Essien, Omo leaders in the team. Say team no NP and what Enzo Maresca or say a dear expect I still improvement. I was say team need to improve now. Fenema Koye Emma one na Benoit Badiashile a defender Emma Chelsea or see pre-season winner Enra Omunya over Club America no just adwumana amu ayano enkakra ebeso pa Enzo Maresca ni post match after say odin kunim over Club America and what to just say omu gusua womo ye adwuma defense no womo aye ho adwuma still adwuma ho a womo aye nebom oye happy with Motima and answer the boy.
I said already the other day, the main focus now is to see how we improve, and tonight was good to see the team improving on the ball and off the ball, and this is the most important thing in this moment. Defensively we were quite better, but I think it's just a matter of days working together, a training session together, games together, and we're gonna improve. Very good, very good. I just said you can see that in this moment is speaking different language compared to his teammates because he know exactly what he has to do. when he has to go wide, when he has to go inside, when he has to run in behind. But the reason why is because we know each other very well from last year. But for sure, all the players they're gonna be the same. Very good, very good. We don't have any doubt about Malo going inside. We don't have any doubt about Reece making 3 at the.
Enti eno ye Enzo Maresca na Mikel Arteta ade atudwa se eno na modern bono e osro mu control game no na mom strikers no e was am be purposeful masa some kill game ntem nya se chances no ba na mo bo etugu eno ayensema efiri wo etodwa o se Calafiori de ntia wa ma no ansia kan bi enra ene se ba ekronye training gidigidi bia with the team eno nti na went me ansi akan na Martin Odegaard abusuam ode atudwa se team be piki na ye kono Dr. Daud Hospital osien kancho hypertension, stomach ulcer, diabetes, audition and stroke wada forma chair afi low sperm count and come wa won husa enti uno ba kra da ontumi mfa yefunu fa Dr. Daud ho hepatitis B and syphilis afi awo na emma wanya how bebre afi osisi ya oya sexual weakness and fibroid fa Dr. Daud Hospital say hono wo kwa on fidi ode fa honamduanum no ho yade a ewo honamduanum na watu ase ama wo mesi adwoso krapa Old Metro FM Dynum and Dr. Daud Hospital. Our serious so our 0244 886 437 0244 886 437 0201 681 717. Osi dua Emma Ayaresa intia fako na onsa ya de Martin Odegaard say Arsenal team nom ebe pikiye na João Cancelo Jamaica team say Barca and Man City enya general agreement say onko enkoye adwuma emfa ema Barca nti boss anopay ye janso atin kofon crossing sem no esiha na show no etimi atoa so on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Wow. Yantwaswa Bills Micro Credit Limited Tifosa Enterprise President Cavity Fighter Toothpaste Power Specialist Herba Hospital Ayo Family Insurance Cover Nmakausa Champion Divine Clinic Rockstars Roofing Franco Trading Enterprise International Mama Abbey Nafe Wapa Gig Carbonated Energy Drink Omunyina no Ebomadem Etayachi Emanyamen Etimi Ekon Kain Eneye Katikis Boachi Yadom Apatrapa yes Presby and I wouldn't have been confirmed na just say so na me no ekase de me ka say Bills Micro Credit de tienie de hear them must be to wa hwa kofo be hu ntwom tie asiesie husie ni nyina ne se wonhia so wo be ka ko tususu wo hono wonhia so be savings e wo hono de wo fo nya fa Ghana card ne pe bowura o maso ye what wadi ni nyina no ene se ye bomodin na fei ye ma obosia ye bosia ne de ye start e de 15,000 Ghana na je se ye bomodin e de abo ho abra ne nayi ni nyina no ene so bomodin na oni ahwabom ebra ukra Ghana card nko ade what wadi ene nti bomodin na bra ho na se de be na school fees e be how ni nyina mo adwuma no pesa fe na wo hye biase wo pesa fe ene adwuma no so kokowura mu a ni nyina no ye ne betumi aboawo internet de ye ma abosia wo so da ene nti kai Sages Obomodem Ebaya ye Bills Micro Credit Limited. What fair number no? I was 0302 200 390 0596 920 833. Quick credit lending made simple. Stifosa Enterprise Ghana Hanyinadia Wanunkuwa Enya Konya no. Wako America memo no wadi ade fense come to DM automatic transmission fluid tia what they can come to a honey black the ye and it's automatic cars no aba Ghana nyina no mubehia engine oil bia mudi begum gia boss no mu wudi gumu a afebo ka ye kaka nyina no ipacho eye engine oil na wudi gumu no eno na ekoye nyama difference no ewo mu tibomodin na kopa bi gum wopa bi agum so dia na jese maka wo se ni nyina mu no ebema wo ka no ahode na ye kama na sia moto no wunya bi gumu a wotani ya na jese atani fast wona wo se no medical car chose no na se dia automatic cars nyina no obia epe opa dodo sen obenya bi hyene nso si ekọ Georgia Hotel Kumasi asem
and a making Mr. J. Awadjuna say what our airport about Master Bismarck, Estate Johnson, Sister Ruth, Azukariman John Boat, our Swami Mazi, Bodopon Mazi, Salso, and Mr. Jaba Ewatachiman, Ukonkaya, Nanakosi, Tade, Oko, Madame Brago, no mom, Nemum, Dewanedia, opinion of Kafabayano, Mr. Stephen Ouswansa, the number in ye 0244 382195 0244 382195 0271 313111 na chasa wona na hwabom no wanya kam to DM automatic fruit ni bi e de gu car no mu na chasa nyama aye kama yese de ye begu so atwitwi abaye kama so de a de nim aye Pepsodent Charcoal toothpaste no na se de Ghana fo nyina no ese tete no a ne de bidie twitwi ase no yese am product na ye fita enunti o makomachi aka sampa ye pese yese no ahoden no aye sonko yese no aye fufuo ena ye fita na chasa wo kasa nipa mu a unso enunti bomadem so kopa bi atuo ukopa ba akoma akwato no ene bomadem enya Pepsodent Charcoal toothpaste na nyama aye kama ede ama wo maduru fe yase Legbosumtu road jasbronie yama mekoso do ya nso enie me kanesa na jesen kan fo kokwa benya pokwasi ACP Mill road takradefo muduru estate a woni anaji primary no na ben hepatitis B no nkofa so no no de wa domu suko ABCD and E no atu ase kude owie pa asiatic portrait gono syphilis wo ba bi na afriche ni nyina no ye be hwe kama amanyama atimi aye kama kompo how sanso ena ete ena su ene so osa ni nyina no ekowie ewaso emiensa mede ama wono ya no kai se no achi wona monten so na pe Heberton Herbal Merchant pada ni bia system no be strong jirika Herbal Merchant ena ya wodai ye ko weekend mu ansa siasie osisini mu na mpoma emagina wani mu ho na fire nto jirika ye mema nko a na di him mema na boya ba so edo ya to na kene so de babo modin na yi honam ya no e de afiri ho enomo kofka mu ambowa efrum kokoso na sanso ena do ya Herbal to na kene wonu mbeto so Mr. Herbal Apidang Fediment Dani Herbal Kolinak Adiya Medheb Icon Pharmacy 0244 544422 na chese when is power specialist etimi ahwe edi abom memene wo a enka na yai meta me phone na ma dial star 296 hash star 296 hash wasan in ya ka se de me bekan hihye kakra bi ena di akire ayo family cover insurance ayo family cover insurance ne de ne kra de man ye de ne se miankasa me di me hu jim mabusuafo nipa be sensia na cover wo nyina na chese putupru bi ya de bia ba no akoda hospital de bia no ne ate 300 Ghana e de ataraban si enfan show hospital hono mo bra wo ankasa wontua kapre ni nyina nsa bosumi bia no wotua 15 Ghana cedis pa wawie eno nti ni nyina nsa e bia wo de bosumi bia obeti atom 15 no wotua bosumi bia betua obi won so a afimu ni nyina no wotua no once e de abom me so wokoda da wabusuafo nipa ba se ensia wo ka ho anso no ni nyina no ye koba mo 300 Ghana bra wakoda hospital eno achi putuprum bibia sipe ni ate 15,000 Ghana ni de ahwese akonhye bia ba no obi hu wontwom nti dial star 296 hash na sign in na chasanyama enya kama terms and condition apply Champion Divine Clinic medo kona so ye na maka wo se wagin hudi anu nto so ju hudi a no obodin ya de no a kofo so no wono no wo so wo ka kira wo ba ba sha obi ha 3 days be 4 days be na wotwe ankwa tutumrika baju sika wo awadupa wo team of doctors papa na betu aka bie infertility fibroid wa wie e de amayen ye wie ya pa no ovarian cyst wo nso gugugugu ni nyina mo no obesa de amaw e money back guarantee typhoid no me pacho ebeko e money back guarantee hepatitis no wakodare eko ABCD and E money back guarantee asthma chronic no nka chronic biem oko champion na nyom no besisa money back guarantee oba no menka o se nyema nkoyie ewa yemfie ho na fomi ansa pe ni asovo di amaw pimpo no adwonum afo so into weekend ye no wo twetwe ho mpeso obeko fakọ ho na afi wo man koyie money back guarantee ban se HIV sexual weakness pass ni nyina no wo sa ade amaw na die hunie mo amode stroke patients no e de ekono nefua enanpe ni nyina mo no money back guarantee sia te credit card ye dano a wo firi ho akona no won na so twetwe to asibiem ni nyina no ebeko ye Contractual Hill Snap Flat asam na make en cry kuma se ye denyame after Michelin na chese Otuo-Acheampong Divine Clinic 0548 593969 0244 230 535. Only Jesus can make you champion ɛdan ne deɛ baabi a bɛduro no wohia mo bɛdi no kora wo ho ɛde ama wo mo adwuma nso ahoteɛ ne boɔ no nya hu bia sɛ de nkɔfoɔ ɛka no Rosters Roofing ɛyɛ premium coated 55% aloe zinc wo wie pa aluminium no you want coated wo ho ne you plain sheet ɛboɔ ne deɛ ɛda fam kama quality no nso yɛnte so da biara da deɛ wo de obi apɛ obi pɛ Cefloc IBL IDT tile sheet mamin ka wo sɛ ɛyɛ different colors thickness no so deɛ yɛnte so da into metal trousers ne nyina no all kinds of building no ɛhɔ ɛna bɛkɔ estimate ne deɛ wo ba yɛn kra deɛ a wato adi wo wachichi kakra ne yɛde ketewa bi na afei yɛde abrɛ wo it take 3 to 5 working days production no ne awie na kyɛ adwuma no ɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ metal trousers roofing sheet ceiling joint POP cement Rosters roofing system 0544 338 042 0544 338 042 0201 164 645 na ne Rosters Roofing enso edi kasubom franco deɛ medana se a na kyɛ bedana se waboa man nkɔfo nya phones an ho den ɛfɛ na quality no so wɔ so ne nyina sɛ Nokia Samsung iPhones na so yɛ ɛna yɛkɔ yɛka ne san so a ɛyɛ smart TV ranging from 32 to 55 inch ne nyina no ɛyɛ kama tabletop fridge no yɛbɛkɔ hɔ no air condition no ne deɛ ɛnsɛe ɛbɔ nyunyunyunyunyu 1.5 2.0 2.5 HP ne nyina no ebi ɛwɔ hɔ CCTV camera bank for no kopɛ bi hotel for adwum efie hɔ kopɛ bi wɔ hɔ no mo monitor video anytime anywhere kai sɛ jaba jo nkrabata no baako ɛhyɛ hɔ challenge bookshop adum old Melcom for clinic new kejetia 0245 316969 0245 316969 wudu tana so apatapa new site obia ebo international mama bay na ba so se asedade ye de be ma yade ne de hu ye ba hape no amana ye simple se ke se no abusuatie ne yie pa abofra no mema ne show trim so be wunti on fa ne hospital at the age of 25 na hubua abofie ho fa ne ko abe na 10 no ensesa me ka ne sa wie pa etwere wose na no nipa be sanson na je se o ma so mo de hye eduma bazese de ye na ho enfomu enhye fie biem edo mapie ne ekosom yade awa abe aso ye akora kasa nye nante anya nyema nkoyi a ye kɔ abe aso ye obi a wasan yade we sefa osane bra fa gono no bra hepatitis no piles typhoid menstrual problems wana waba acha pressure kaka no fa bra e pa cho ye nyichim eno nti bomodem so de no bekɔta na so apatapa new side junction Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. and watana se wonya adwuma memenda ene ne kwasi ada number ne 0243 345 392 0243 345 392 0506 460 208 a gig carbonated energy drink ni nyina no ene sankrofo de ne cafe ni doso doctors ne be ka cho say too much of cafe no e ko fa sama brew e wo ni padua no brebo no ahwe akote achim e wo ho eno nti eno mo dwere ho no se da bi ye mamu nsesa kakra de esesa na say ye de L-arginine amino acid ena afrafra nye de aye te make sure say cafe no ya fa kokura no ansom asikyire ya fa bia ansom we are diabetic patient asikyire refo no mo betimi anom gig carbonated energy drink no ebi yamfa artificial sweetness enso amfrafra de ye ne so full concentration ho be ye den untonko no ada bra we driver police soldier baby a na chese wononom obetima nom 3-4 times a day kra no a obi nu ni asem nkofo de no wonom 3 times ane na chese danampo ye be fafunu hye nso tabofra ben obetima nom bi parties wedding cocktail ni nyina no ye sabibi e wa ase nationwide supermarket mall na obenya bi nso atu akwakoton 030 255 4830 030 255 4830 0530 389735 na chese nyema didana kwamti boss player ende also wa legendary birthday bi o nto wi ana chese be den no fa simi no die ato aso
ene ya lezo abe
alezwa
Alezwa keo.
Alezwa mejini di bruta.
Mundi ntia. Odesese osa. No Liverpool akwano oyeduma.
Obesese e man time. In a bad additions me numi ensa be fra.
Oyeduma.
Good to go.
Oyeduma. Oyeduma pa ahia.
Yes.
Enya no krese na ten hag bono. Dia mi.
Sani e umeshia encha boss.
Dia.
Encha umeshia nti.
Dia oye ne dia. Menya sure say your catcher say na te hag bono
e bono hono Also on initial tell me say yan train September ya.
So
Oh yeah. E be say train because uncle for ne dey. On betra come do man be hwe. Tie dey train say.
I can press in ho. What the Biaka club the end home.
Oh yeah, the Biaka was
so defenders no
Baba mo dey nsesa yo no at the point in time say possession kra mo fa yo.
Say dey nananom no bi okay obi ana nananom mai.
Ai.
Ba na nananom mo mai ne ayi for amai ne mai. Oh but say na no ayi ne yanom hia yi. O ma me amre. Okay. Ndi ka om gwa ki ja players so. Benra mudiamu anope ya na ateta ne asa
mudia cheko pebi
o ka so mo Spain anope yi.
I see.
Mo kwa akopɛ abrantie bi ɔre Sociedad sɛ ɔmra midfield dem sɛ
pate dia o de hotro so prepare
ya ye de ɔmo kwa ɛbɛsɛ di second
prepare no
ye de ɔmo kwa ɛbɛsɛ di second
mo di be mi no nti o say mo be di first
second
yes
Deb.
O wa kana sa de na say
Oh Deb ya fi de
atata hu so hu say pressure da
so afi we de league ni ye de
fantastic
afi we ye G league
o do back school de bia o di second mi no so di first back ka
afi we de we are going for
the
title
yes
sana tie
na chairman Benazir birthday o
sir
oh yes
chairman
Benazir Asante Kotoko chairman former chairman
okay me that me fellow Chantry
Chantry
me fellow Chantry Oh, okay. Sir Chairman, who's that? Otna Germany sao.
Sir.
Oh yes. German burger kese pa.
I see. Me na
first no. Oh yes. Actually, kwade no koba.
No koba, okay.
Na oba no de drink biba. Na meshian bu ani fia na ba chasma make be 20 years ago. Na odiba na ne friend Chantry.
Drink na de Chantry.
Germany nkwa na bi wo. Endubo so ba no hia no Chantry, no Chantry. Ase no. Oh, then birthday. Na ni age say.
Chama fan come hu.
Oh, na ni say na ni Africa.
Yeah, wo kone
ni Africa. Okay. Also mo home come bi kra.
Yes.
Na no ka ho asem.
Why so me ana? So wa keu mu.
Oh,
okay.
Keu Alexwa.
Ho. Oh, okay.
Alexwa say birthday no. Obese oya action kakra bi.
Mjini di brutal.
Mbese ama.
Oni ana.
Alexwa no.
Okay.
Alexwa no.
Nice man.
Kotoko.
Aish.
Alexwa, they make a picture dia be say go for konam ki.
Ba sabi na ba so me de hu me go menti.
Oh, Alexwa. Bon, e kakra I picture. I want to take you. I want to take shot that.
Must shot. O me na ke wo na ba ja papa we he.
And Alexwa birthday. And that's your chairman kase ba ko pass birthday. Aha na fe yem pan sheshe.
Yeah.
Na no boy.
Omo ba.
Hey. Na
na bo ache we catkis e wo na so apata presby. Ene no so awoda.
O za.
Ai o so fo hwe pa na bo ache.
Okay. And bayiro. Ba na birthday kase no pa de.
Ene ye de.
Ene Alexwa de no.
E ba Alexwa de na.
Alexwa de na.
Oh, okay.
And that's your chairman Mubashir.
Hey.
So the Mubashir.
Ma bo ni din pen na
11 wonders.
Oh, good.
11 wonders.
Good.
On is bank rule everything 11 wonders. Teach me 11 wonders.
Wow.
Now no one be ebe say step fast forward.
E wa hai.
Na Mubashir.
Hey.
On the day Zaki to call your friend say Abrusen ya a chire here swimming pool industry.
Sa
that did I'm referring. Zaki to Bob.
Oh, enter mo ye.
Hotel ya ba rich condos.
Oh, okay.
Was a rich condos ba ku bi wa chira.
Ai.
Be 7 verse 6 floor.
Yes.
Ona swimming pool no da.
Eda. Wow.
Ona on the Zaki to kotina ho a. Zaki to ba de chi ana aye you know. All right, and this here.
Yeah.
Bayport fixed deposit. And home common ye die. Tiro Liverpool coach no be ade.
Oh yeah.
Clubs who are coaching crowd.
And no so cool we are see o. Am ka say.
Yes. Call it quits. On coach biom. We also na yere say.
Sa no ka. Sa
opposite. Abuchi do you bet ma mo ja adwuma yo.
No ahwe wana.
There must be as adwuma ya na ni nye ho. Unya time ma family.
Emma family na mo de. Cause na wo na ma yi wa kwetena UK. Na ya mo mane o mo nchen.
omo ba omo nche ba oba bi timi ka se
kana ho na yiwa dwuma
mbese me tete me nkola wa ha mbese
ah
me ma me tete omo bia UK
yes
mbese me train omo Germany
to woko bra no ma ba ho
ade ma grande jaka eja asna ba ko no na ne wife no empe no
okay
obese okoha nti ha obi antin ye mu amu ba isamu so wo ko ware adwuma nyina busa yire se he no obese oye no
yes
yes ukono
preso a ba se hade ara be ma ne wo power nti
ade na hade be ma
minya ware na ka se ye nkotra nkran kra obedi maji akọ
se no moa
sa
be ma bia o YouTube for so tie
me da ka me pede ka ba no se me na se dem nya concentration
be ma de o yire cast mo so tie so o ya de na ire si ja no ajai adwuma bi na akọ na ire si adwuma we emwaye no adwene ho na mo ajai
aboche de boss obeboa wo na ha no o kasa wi o moa wo okomwa no nte so
o se hama bi so boa mema
o anu de e ba mo me maso mi ne bank fo no bebre boa
Ghana for man no so e bi hard working na o mo ma ba na nsen ya
aish
o mo mo re ko ni
pe o de na adwene nam
ese ku ade ani no na me hu ba ku bi e free baby am te ba baby ati
hey aye hu etimi wo ni pe ku no uduru fi abra na me se kam ko bo mi di o
ba ku bi ko ta ni de o se o mo de ta ho em se anti
o mo de glue kana
ai ene ko chi na ni
ade ma timi ye wa asasi so ehu
ko chi na ni ma America say doctor for me here ni no ene go so o mo here o mo na se sa na tenti crops we ja adwuma
oh yeah
I say ma no the necessary
sure
the necessary because why are there
oh yeah I'll boy adwuma
all right tino nti Liverpool coach o ba adwuma no
the python echi
ba adwuma no mo mess club kase
sa oh okay dia hwa no mo de
dabe na Liverpool ni Manchester United bebo
first chess no
match bi any ho before
derby Muni City mum na my Unicity na bebo e na dia bia no
but me coach na Ten Hag say o se no obo
no mo kase no obo no we no
coach na me hu no de Ten Hag ntime mo no
sa
de me hu no nra na dwo na ahomachi no akwa no o echi
na me be last bet 20 minutes
otimi ye change kura keke na asan
afa
ye bo am fa ba bia nze alright Tino, but Bayport fixed deposit ha secure your future now. And I'm say unya sika na de bia sie. Unya sika sie bi. Abrabo nye straightforward sao. Udu sika sie Bayport is very safe and flexible. Yes. And a Bayport no. Sika bia wo de betu bia no unya no anya kakra wo ho. Unya your principal plus end interest. Nature say bibia always guaranteed in full at maturity. Dear Tieni, Fred Daniel, that was 0244 598 400 0244 598 400 055 811 9281 055 811 9281 and I say Michael, that was 0242 288 915 Michael 0242 288 915 Collins was 0244 170 601 0244170601 Bayport fix deposit 170 year Kangen and the 1st of August the best thing and it's will be Kangen and magic drinking water and Rami yeah call you and free Kangen for na Kangen for car say car na namu yeah Kangen for be deliverance you yeah boy Kangen ya ni chrono Kangen and magic drinking water there bacho refreshing and it offers numerous benefits to your body as follows. The attorney say, ensure na a friend Kangen na ye kan ho asem no. Rich in minerals and numunsu bia keke. O numunsu ahweni pH ni ade because obia was so no de wonom Kangen no e ma oda utimi da yi. So onom Kangen na e mo akoma no pompi muja ne kama. So onom Kangen na e boa ma skin no da bia you look young. After so Kangen no it protects all the organs. Num Kangen. The acidic content. What Kangen sunum no. And no, I'm sure I alkaline no. And the quack pamu acid the idea way about the bunina and echo. And to my friend Kangen 40241. 449191. Pibinum is a man for you who no crena diatum 0241449191. and I say 0550-833-672 0550-833-672 ne nyina ye kanje ho nkomo na ye die. Okay, at 10:44 Captain Akwaba
so
bibia ye kama
adumo so ho ye die my bompa ye pa me te say you under the weather and say hey sir papa you mean tan te say waka kampam sir te say waka kampam
me kampam
me so kampam sir answer am me was kampam no ati e bob ye de kompa bom
okay
and ya bobia
ya bobia say umpa ne dia
e ka hu bi me nka say me nko me die say that
so boy dia
my Joyce boy and I miss me boy. Easy the point, you know. A combination of many in
that's right.
And I go the pedanti. The youngest is all the other kind. Na me shall say wa.
And they Alexua birthday.
Alexua
kill. Born man picture and be.
The Umayan number no.
Na the picture crab by no. Ama me mash me because
we are question
with Marco Nenam kill ho.
Oh, there was who had
that. Alexua
about studio.
Oh,
I think last year Xmas moon is around that time no buy.
Okay.
Oh, they opposed like a Yankee man.
Let's what the most
opposed like Yankee man. Yes. Yes, happy birthday to him.
Kotokona, in fact.
Happy birthday to him. Go on for February and can if you want.
My birthday no so anyekwa. Because me time me phone ya me hwe so yi. Let's what said that war. Special message for all the crew.
Okay, that's good.
Ubi or your member, ubia member. Our sports department. Dear, your full lunch.
Okay.
Say lunch bia upebia. And you say, yeah, go to Tomo bia bechons. Or say, ni ba krobe catch him say me pay we, me go to Tomo. To do upebia o can. No answer ya koto dia bro. The best country be answer.
Na say me fetch la yi go for yi.
Yes, yeah, Ben is saying German for me mutu.
Oh, that's what I mean. Who's mo fe so be catch you.
Alazwa, actually, no.
Alazwa nyango pon tu nkonam.
Me mamungo hu no na.
On fa fie bebre enka.
Say be hardness.
Say ya cry. Say ya odbesu no say be kan kwa. E no kwa okay. You there.
Alazwa birthday, Alazwa KO.
Yes, nyango bon shano. Say also drinks ne say man no ton. Yeah, so soft drinks and that stuff.
Bibia.
Oh, okay. Nameboa
o bibia bi
say program there ye be hu how the
oh yes wow ye bibia say baba isa awari say ye dey ato nanim.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Say obe handle
yo Mr. Tona, yes, I want to believe say what follow the sports authority omo come say omo I pitch no na omo the stadium na rent deeper life omo program omo ye. Yes, say what follow I think say eney omo deputy na director general and deputy director general Mr. Otuo out air can send me. Now it looks to me say baby some of us yeah hamano and you answer no dey my. The problem is not for sports authority they decided say rent out the facility and the oma come here to say aban no entimi omo nema omo hia no aban no entimi emmo musika good enough to to renovate facility no. So we're some renting out. And you know examples of many stadia outside Wembley, Old Trafford, Bernabeu, and among others they do so. And now you go to figure Madrid about 27 million euros or more from renting out Bernabeu Stadium. I know. So in terms of almost renting out any problem so too. I think that and someone here can say so where I say born again to wait me you know to parking you know so screen so me you know all rent out yeah free say the best practice and say is to the pitch you know you use a pitch cover to cover the pitch so that damage you know ain't too much on the pitch no on the turf no possible no so when you put fa baba ya parking so that so to when you put na so that wonam so kra wo mo ball no clearly who said the pitch ain't that what do I use flat said the person no a lot of say baby how to say as a come kakra na baby peja and that smooth enough so when you allow the pitch you know to be engaged by all these people ye di nsuo si so ye di speakers be si so car nam so enipa nam so among other things because to ekoso out that auditorium pitch no na ma pitch no e sofa e hona ye free say yes over to renting out but that aspect no e dey no mo ye fa ho because under Professor Chumasi because to ekodu mpempen so ama he was queried on this issue, this same issue. Ama I do he has to beg. He has to apologize to the nation. Say going forward, no, on my cover so at the end, ama nay one who as a new director Abba. That practice now, the whole Ghana air can want them to the extent that your predecessor Yakwari no, we continue to do that. Running it out over there, na enipa enam park iso like nobody's business. Yeah, we are. That you are buy and say responsible to buy and say almost renting out almost a robust way almost fast almost manage pitch no. So after the event no almost a whole 1 month or so before the Black Stars game or even African games are other classes be born no almost maintain the park and amanaba to the best of pitch which we believe will say that shouldn't be the case. Say if the best practices elsewhere, no, and they say your cover pitch and so they are, why can't we do same? Again, for renting the pitch out, and that's renting the facility in the I'm sure that it may again and be a problem with that. Because
if you have a problem with that, then I can Ghana and Libya. Some have issues with it.
Then they don't understand it very well. Some for I think we need to explain to them no more appreciate it.
But why also the stadium no rent. Say you agree ko Pisca.
Yes,
but that idea it's provided for in the chapter 6 of Ghana Constitution.
Yeah.
And the active principle of state policy. Abayesi stadium the amaya same paniji
any. Yes.
I said the upper pesi fiamount. Say few we hana me manum betna. Namo hano sadi be renting go for betnam. Any penny beti ase na papa na say me ho kire me. Enti adentin was Ghana buying. Na omo ho kire to the extent that they cannot maintain a national facility like this. And Joker say obia on tiase. So e bit tiase. Na me say yes, we be no say eni kwa say dey haimpo. Ni kwa say e ba ho. Media my point has always been said so who pursue no if you speak to them abandon Fesika government of Ghana point and say yenti Messi stadium the ente say mfama mo na ye dia mamo say as facility fence custodians mo we so my mo sorry a ni asa ko Fesika the light bill. Yeah, the repair. That stuff. So, but me and clear deal with free her in a very quick one. I don't pay by any taste. A brand here, I'm the friends. So can. Na I'm on 40 years. It's all over.
Yeah.
Say so can. No, it's almost kotoko player say or babe medical name. Come be brio. Then Accra Lions for say. And this how the attorney say and she say oh say a brand no cry no obo contract ni we are it meant regard DBA if you still need him also because by triggering that clause and just say or they player and he has some
Manchester United you be pa
Mamene Nana Obri is the chief executive officer of Accra Lions na menen ni nko no nchire yimu said the bear nobody gets confused further. Nana, match here. A year can over a event saying boss FM for that. Okay, hello Nana. Mohona my feeding at the same. Sir, if you know. And a mungo any yema. Mungo any yema. Mungo any yema. Munye ni mra. Ana o insist say hello na no breathe.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, good. Na how you there?
You go down.
As o kasa no wo phone ka. Mfa wa na say Hey. Nana, there be office and
Hello, Emma.
Yes. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, Nana, it's on Kaba, did they be what in a chicaka? Hello. My mommy and the right on church. God is own tea. Now, all Can Sports Authority for us.
Yeah.
And show can then as Manchester United for Ibino.
Oh, set player contract. Only Obi was signed 3 years. Now I'm another year as say Manchester United to me trigger. In most of them players no. Say Obi was signed player and sign say 3 years. That 3 years no. And Obi am announced. No matter say with another 1 year and no year Manchester United no. And what the power to trigger say Obo pesa player na. This is what that's almost Manchester United person maintenance a player now. Almost that trigger that 1 year no. And in most cases, players almost contract on the sign bia player bia no. They insert that clause no. And you know, in most cases, no that trigger so. I know they could do 2 minutes in a club Manchester no so. So one a person or continue with the player or trigger. So no decided say on continue there, then the player is free to go. I want to believe that such contract
Hello, Nana. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Emma.
Okay, now them say line high kakanti. Me just an explanation kakra. Ewo abranti and ram say na udin komo baby. I would him say na more options to trigger BBA and the player remains your player. Shao Khan, which match you kakra?
Okay, good morning to you, Time, and all your listeners.
Good morning.
And yes, now your option no still, and we've triggered our rights to extend into a prolonged in the contract, and we've served him with an amended document to sign. First instance, we have exercised our options as contract yedi and Sasha say on 1st August 2022 no. Yeni no any discussing and yeah back to agreement say in the event say the initial 2 years we are or the contract be we are Accra Lions Football Club award the unilateral option to exercise their right to prolong it for a further 12 months.
Okay. And
then we informed him verbally and we followed up with a letter to him. So we are just waiting on him to complete his part. But we know that there's been the dynamics have changed and he's not been receptive to what we are trying to do with him. I think maybe his sporting vision has changed as far as we are concerned. You know.
Okay. But
then we are taking it up for clarity and closure to be brought to this matter.
Okay. So maybe some principle, and as I said, even when you want to trigger it, you don't need his consent. You just go ahead based on the agreement. You go ahead and trigger it.
But say agreement no, you do two name no. Say this is what happened. The event that we want to, you in any age maybe over. And after season info, this is the way forward. So we've triggered that option and we followed up with an official letter to him.
Okay.
Exactly.
I don't remember I decided to probably move off what he has agreed because we are aware of everything as you are saying.
And some because the plans or his ambitions have changed, and maybe he thinks that okay, this is not where I want to be going forward, and maybe or no the personal decision.
Okay.
Exactly.
So where is he at the moment? Is he training with you or?
As I speak to you from yesterday, I don't know where he is because he didn't train with the club yesterday. He had moved out of the clubhouse in the morning. He didn't report for training. I tried to my friend countless times, call waiting, but one gets it back. Me sending a message. He's not getting back to me.
Okay. What's the way? What's the way forward? What are your plans?
The way forward is to just seek clarity on the matter. Is to go to the regulator, which is the Ghana Football Association, for a decision to be made on the matter, an interpretation that will bring to an end all this misunderstanding, if there is on his part. But for our part, there is no misunderstanding.
So assuming that a club comes and says that, look, we are interested, I'm sure based on Nkoma Awudi, that will not be difficult for you to deal with.
Certainly not. See, on Abandon Nankasa, as at the time of preseason, yesterday preseason, we had a meeting. We had options for him, a choice outside, which he wasn't amenable to it. And we said, okay, if you don't want it, tell us what you want so that we look at it and switch to the club. He didn't get back to us on it. He also had his vision as to where he wanted to go to.
Okay.
Then we said, okay, wherever you say you want to go to, let the club.
Oh, okay. I'm saying Lionel. Okay. Yes, I did go come Musa. So Rosie Musa nan Obri say Osaimo Obia does it constitute a breach of contract? The question you gave it to Musa.
Hello.
Okay, Nana.
I
think there's an issue with.
Yeah, but a bit of explanation as to this whole discussion.
Okay.
When it ended, we received an official request from Asante Kotoko Football Club, Sporting Club, sorry.
Okay.
About Shokan. We discussed with him.
When was that? Last year and not this season?
Oh, no, when this season ended.
Okay.
Yeah. We discussed with him. He said no, that wasn't his ambition to play here. He was looking at a choice outside. After the time we had that we were expecting something from outside the jurisdiction of Ghana. Then what we were waiting for him came true and we presented it to him. He didn't like the personal terms that the club had proposed. So we asked him that, okay, if you don't own pair, club to club terms, they were okay with it. But the personal terms, he wasn't okay with it. And the club name. He didn't. Only the associates never got back to us on that matter. Then he came around later on that he had another option of an European club, and we said, okay, what you are telling us in verbally, no, to be honest, we don't think it suits your caliber of player for that thing that you're. But anyway, let them send an offer or send a request to us. Then he told me at the point that the club said I sent something. I said, they don't receive anything. He said they are sent. So okay, if the club are telling you that you sent it, let them send you a copy and forward to me directly. Because we hadn't received it by mail.
Yeah.
Afterwards, then you have people calling you on his behalf that, okay, we want to know that what is the buyout transfer fee for Shokan if you want to release it. What are the terms? And I said clearly that you want Shokan Mohammed. Just bring the offer. If he meets our valuation and your terms, I guess you had agreed terms with him, we'll just release him to go. Because we've come to the point where we know that there's no amount of persuasion or trying to resolve anything that will let him stay.
Yeah.
He's gotten to that point now. So,
yeah.
And in a group, it's not advisable for us to keep
an unhappy player.
Exactly. That makes sense. And he's a captain. He was the captain before preseason until he started showing these signs. So then why do we encourage this? Because the group has very young boys.
Okay.
We cannot let indiscipline to sit in. That one we will accept.
Yeah.
I speak to you. Sometimes I mean, canopy. The so-called interest, not say free outside. They've not sent a word to us.
Okay.
The only thing we have heard was that Asante Kotoko. Kotoko hasn't gotten back to us again after we responded that Shokan wasn't transferable. Tamomo sent your more letter. That's based on Onakasaka. I said no, that wasn't what he was looking at back then. we had a meeting with him. We said, if you think that is Asante Kotoko or has to folk who are interested in you, let them bring an offer.
Mm-hmm.
He just smiled. He will smile at you and not say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So for us,
is it one of these reasons, Emma? He was changed as a captain of the club. Is it when he started showing this kind of attitude? That's why he was changed. Because there are people who say he's not happy because he was changed as a captain.
It cannot be so. He has shown signs of not being a leader. When he started, for 1 week, Shokan wasn't reachable on phone. Messages were sent. You sometimes it's call waiting. He wasn't getting back to anybody. Okay. He came with the excuse that he wasn't feeling well. And he said, sure. Who are you leader of the group? And he said, if you have a health challenger, so if your situation is that worse, whoever is around you can get in touch.
Yeah.
Nobody did, and you come back and you come with the way that you want to move on. It tells us clearly that your mind is not where you want to be, and the club, we always need to move on. Timer.
Okay.
It's a young group. If we allow this, say okay, Shokan captain AC, so we just let it go. What are the other young boys also going to learn going forward? Are we still in discipline, or we're encouraging in discipline?
Okay. Obi, I know you handle this for me. Somebody has just sent in this, and maybe say whether how you want to respond to this. Also, can you please ask him that is he aware of a CAS ruling that states for unilateral extension to be valid? The one, the option to extend unilaterally should be exercised within a acceptable deadline before last 6 months before the expiry of the current contract. And the salary reward deriving from the option rise should be defined in the original contract. Meaning the question is clear and you want to respond to this?
No, I need to understand it clearly.
Okay.
But if he wants to invoke a CAS ruling, a CAS ruling is specific to what?
Yes.
Is it a football matter or is it a basketball matter?
Of contracts.
Yes, and what is that particular issue that went before CAS? Is it the case that we didn't inform Shokan before the season ended, or by just trying to tie his hands behind him? No.
Okay. So it's quite interesting, but Meteo Kasana Nana, you don't mind if somebody comes forward and says we want to engage Shokan. You have a discussion with that club, and then if it suits you, your valuation, you can just have negotiation and allow him to move on. Yes, Anette.
But at this moment, I don't know who for. So he's insisting that his contract has terminated, so
okay.
he's a free player. So we just wait.
Okay, and you are seeking clarification from the Ghana Football Association.
Oh yes, we've gone before the regulator, so okay. That is the best way. Okay. Yes, we don't want to.
Okay.
We time out. We wouldn't want to impede his career.
Okay.
Same way we wouldn't want to be in the news every now and then.
Okay.
And the rumors that we hear, Asante Kotoko. Kotoko is a fan club institution. We all look up to Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
But if the likes of the current Kotoko management are engineering this in this way, it's up to them.
Yeah, we are not even yet there, so yeah, I'm ready. That's it. Thank you very much. Aubrey.
Okay.
Thank you,
okay.
thank you so much. Okay, so that's it. Go bed.
So to
oh yeah, dear.
To
okay.
It's me about inquiry.
And then now home
for about 2 days never there.
Oh, sir.
And I may have some upset to ban the banting. The bank,
and the old things I'm not saying.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
But Alex was birthday, so
okay.
Alex was
kill. The famous Alex.
Yeah. Born again, time Bobo Ndi was a picture and by yes, sir.
And there's also two pictures about the
you dear.
If we are tracking.
And the number of times I'm about Alex will be show the picture on TV. But me na me determined.
Lunch of your choice.
So to answer Alex, I mean, no.
Only no baby.
I said we no stadium.
Oh, stadium is all baho. Back crash and Uchoma convey.
It's too.
Wait there, so Muba so there no.
Muba my Muba said there.
Ah, okay.
And then a famous birthday.
And then Muba said
and 11 wonders. Muba.
Muba say.
Steph's boy.
Yes, horror.
I mean,
like it to swimming pool at Apple Saturday. First of all, go to Mubani.
Oh, I'm saying, I'm not so no Biaba, Mr. Toward the
declaration and yet name.
Until
the work is here.
Okay.
Working in Mubani.
Okay, and
they expect Mubadi in the next 50 minutes.
OT 5 minutes. OT message members is here. OT message members is here.
So, my dear, shall can issue na.
Me go to Shalkan issue no be an interesting discussion pa and na me share adebi the validity of a unilateral extension option in football. I think say a hona na see a cooking kind be an share see a buy bit me engaging in the discussions, and there are a lot of cases akwa pay or cast different form of verdicts.
Na nya say bi o Manchester United.
Yes, send ye
na Manchester dey only bi akọ
enye ni nyina on say bi o ha club no etrega no. On say me to after Bosman ruling no and unilateral extension clauses no clubs ne started say one of the share players in the contract mu pa.
Enya brofo na mo kekam na what does Bosman got to do with this?
On the Bosman ruling and play a year free after 6 months with me started discussion.
But I see this to be a different stuff.
So me talking about what led to unilateral extension no clubs started this issue. You say clubs started this issue, we say obu based on conditions. They say Caesar Spilicueta. Duration of matches abebono. It instantly triggers another year for the club if you meet that condition. Until your club will be on a contract ne there no terms a shim before say a bet trigger. No to mean say they make
a bed in cemetery.
Oh, we'll this and I'm out to say
you see Obri asks very good questions if you ask me. Yana fa cases. Now if you sign a contract with Oyerepa FM, na say at the time of signing the contract, Oyerepa FM for Kajo's Obed, who you 3 years now, the 4th year and yen Oyerepa, yen kwa we can decide see amount 1 year account. Now sign some personal Jihusika Kudia. There
are still certain criteria say or qualify before say even that condition a
condition you have signed up.
Yes.
A condition you have agreed to say.
Yes.
A condition nuntiama husikedi.
There are certain things that what club and I say who owner.
I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think it's all in all cases.
No, Mr. Otuo, and that
case.
Your basic principles those principles should be satisfied before say even when you have that condition, you grab it me use. For instance, one, they are not listener in the next option to extend to say 3 years or 1 year to extend that. As I say, salary you had be money panel. It should be in the initial contract and that. Salary
no.
There be any change, sir.
But you agreed, say.
Yeah, I agreed. But it should be in there, say.
But you agreed, say. Sa contract here, and okay, we brought for semantics. You agreed, say. You have about $2,000 a month. Sa $2,000 now. If for a while, man, say, ja. Say, Teddy, how they come when me pedo, they mam 2,000 now.
So we did 2 more initial contract, ma uni asem.
No,
but if you want, do you see the point? Also, was steady. Mukwala ne kotkodi na. Ne shame se kotokoka so activity. This is the amount so the man dada. It should be that part should be agreed.
So the Mukwala one, in my estimation, should be different from the Shaokan one.
Granted, but
when you almost say. Terms na dey ma wadwuma na no.
And
for 2 years. Since our 2 years, no so yen Accra Lions. We can activate. You only need to inform you, so we have activated.
But even in informing the person, Krano, based on the various rules in our cast, it should not be less than 3 months and send when you inform a player.
Well, but as for this case, there nobody knows when he was because they inform him that.
I said by 3 months time, and you guys are trying to contract ni bewa 3 months to contract ni bewu no, and sana obabe activate it. You should activate it before say 3 months in the best.
Before the season ends.
And I'm Mr. To news a free shall can side man say and almost serve on it. An official document indicating some trigger. But based on various cast ruling, the period necessary or trigger my player and who future with you should not be less than 3 months. Nti yenyina for now no yenya hu contract no yenya hu the course no nyoma cases aba na ebetimi aka ho asem because almost say if you activate it less than 3 months the career of the player about the mercy of the club no because 3 months to end the player contract there and so my player no ni way forward no we decided the next line of action general during my analysis to na make say baby akọ wiaye player status committee because now the player feels that the option to extend the contract should be agreed by both parties.
And how the player feels is what the player sign up.
Good. To make news from the players' quarters.
What sign a contract in your feeling?
There was a work contract in him. And Akala also feel say they have that right and they've exercised it. So now, just like Brick has on the court. Player status committee also because player status committee were a copy of every player be a contract because our registered player be you have to add.
Okay, so I asked this question earlier this morning, say, and the Real Madrid style, Real Madrid sadly that's what they're doing now. If you're a big player. On Baby 300 million amount, no matter as a man in 120.
Yeah.
Okay. Ghana teams since we started here, yes, sir.
So no did you be because
let the contract and then they are not buying those things. Maybe I say, yeah, no, Omoji player no contract with you. As at here, say those who are interested in Shokan, I don't know, have they really looked at the contract of Shokan?
Yeah.
Are they aware of this thing?
Yes.
And is it stated in the contract? Sanema Ubrik, and is it different from what Sultan contract war? So him Sankrof for na mi busa.
Minuto on say Emmanuel Entry. Omoje in a contract.
Famwa
Kotoko.
Okay.
Me example. You do Shakan there for now. We don't have a club in Entry Omoje and Omu who say they cannot sign him as a free agent within the time and in common Kosono. And until ma player no any Olympics ekotenase. And or compensate to Olympics and or buy. So here Prince Kwabena, baby any go stars. After going through his contract, they realize that we Ebewu and so a free agent. Prince Kwabena a free agent at the moment. Into either sell no ni go stars because kasa. Ama go stars kasa the remaining months no ya ko. And also bet na kopim se bebe. And in the case of Shalkan, I believe say whoever out behind no. Enya a sample of because all these players here can they engage them and almost a copy of the contract of the players.
Also, they know they are fine.
They know the conditions.
Oh, okay.
And untina Mr. Otuo Uti bring common or second buy because that time they be open in them. But on buy now man and call man baby. And that is why they started going the other angle, which will probably be the side of the player. To also who to say and player na son in your at the free clubhouse or who say or who say on your maybe. To now Felice or a free agent and he can move to any other club. So there he has advices. Almost will go to the contractor. Or who say player no and yen say china a brand swan.
So that's the beauty of the law.
Yeah, and I'm running a
better.
You bet baby.
Baby, I won't go for the crutches. Some more trim. Yeah, manager. Tia heard your baby and your bill.
But it'll be a key.
Yeah. Who is it? FIFA and as a cast has various interpretations when it comes to clause I share that unilateral clause na omo de contract mo no. Omo various rulings depending on the circumstances.
Because me both that me so bad question myself. Bro, you are confused me. When you tell me I have a unilateral decision to make. And the word there is unilateral.
Yes.
What's it mean more than 3 months?
On say
when I've not informed you and you know that unilaterally I can trigger it.
Good.
Unilaterally I say
issues be bring those conditions nearby. Send an American clubs be started some of the shape to protect player and eco free. And the players were signing to it. So some of the players net tested the law FIFA and CAS. Several even one of the ruling is Stephen Appiah versus Fenerbahce. And no yeah, could be a but no so conditions near different. But no so living without just cause. Because club knows what triggered, yeah, you are still their player. It's a whole it means you've terminated that 1 year without just cause. So FIFA the various form of interpretation concerning different judgment. Until you play be obeko na ebu abono. Because be a criteria no club ne ni nyina pepepe. And in this case, first one is the number of years our trigger should not be more than the previous years now player na signing. In this case, Accra Lions qualify because so signing 2 years, yeah, trigger 1 year. If or signing 2 years, trigger 3 years, there. I want to answer the second one time frame no, and then mostly use 3 months. So 3 months to the time our contract in the no. And so both player na money. And any cast ruling and
mama ruling.
I think and I'm say
mama ruling was
Mr. Tomi
it depends on circumstances ni na vary. But unilateral say cast no, there's nowhere in the ruling that as your man and she say you should inform a person 3 months. Did that almost say minimum the word I should use. Nke FSA something like that say player no there's a clause that you can unilaterally extend the contract there. FSA nka acha ka 3 months. O the bonamane no hu situation. So the ya ono so onim de oya no waye. Then tia omo dis advice my clubs and say Bosman ruling player no e can 6 months obetimi ayde any other clubs edun komu as I even pray contract with clubs. Now cases like this have gone to CAS. Player no e can 6 months no fi say because of Bosman ruling no obetimi clubs edun komu okodi nkomo sign a pre-contract with another club. Then later part of the season, and the club no by say they also going to exercise their right to unilaterally extend 1 year contract. No. Now, because of club activity, the player had at the same time 2 employment contracts with 2 different clubs because he has signed pre-contract with another club. Now, on the present club also activate the right to unilaterally activate sa contract now or no one. Until or FIFA say do sa who player you have to compensate one of the clubs before you can be free. 3 months no the enyamra. Let's establish that one first.
But so one can say
no, so I'm trying to give education to
so power more than 3 months.
Like no, let me more ruling way. Gremio Football Club versus Maximiliano Gaston. FIFA regulations do not contain any express provision which prohibits the unilateral extension of contracts. But as I say, FIFA regulations do not contain any express provision which prohibits the unilateral extension of contracts. Now, whether or not an extension clause is acceptable must be assessed on the case-by-case basis.
with the deciding body having to not only look at the wordings of the said clause, but also at the factual ground and circumstances which contributed to its insertion. The following elements have to be taken into consideration. 1. The potential maximal duration of the labor relationship should not be excessive. That is number 1. 2. The option should be exercised within an acceptable deadline before the expiry of the current contract.
So what it is about, because
and then
it goes back to the 3 months.
Most usually, you use that trip and yes, specific, but
and only player no before mobile insert maybe wait man say you can do wait man 3, wait man 2, wait man 1 say bia
it should be before the contract no
expire. So now the question is, we should be asking is Accra Lions for the Sunday any command on because based on the TO was it before the expiring of the contract.
In an acceptable period.
Acceptable to when?
Acceptable to the.
It's relative.
Yes, relative. But normally, I'm fan say within 3 months, say play a contract be with you. Any kind of my play another in Tanta because 3 months. Normally, yeah, it's even 6.
What was signed?
But don't say. They go further to explain. Say what's studying most of the ruling now. I say and yet stated emphatically, but I'm tell you 3 months. 3 months. So 3 months a day. And so my plan who say my activity. That is so activating even on the last day. Not plan in the asema.
And that's also my plan who say me activity.
Good. And I say
both ends.
Yeah, yes.
So if eka one day can activate na plan in the asema, emeduru ha. But so one in term na plan said no. He felt his future was. Into the fourth one, I say the future, the player future should not be at the mercy of the club. What is that to us? Okay.
The mercy of at the club.
Say, I said mercy of the club. Say
your future is not at my
club in some
control. I said down.
For one more na mercy say. Na me club in future there is no other.
3. The salary reward deriving from the option right should be defined in the original contract.
And then I'm to make us say as a set salary in increment, no.
Increment, it doesn't talk about
almost 30 raise.
The way doesn't talk about increment.
I see raise. That's the word.
Say the salary reward where mechanic director reward the salary. The salary reward deriving from the option rights should be defined in the original contract.
The original contract has to define the salary raise triggered by the extension.
Where they know
the same
no also where
the salary raise, the original contract has to define the salary raise triggered by the extension.
A provided assumption say player be already in contract be also to the people. That is what you are reading. You who players every new contract and make them worse off.
And to do so.
The salary raise you ben myself.
Okay.
Where
you see the salary reward?
3 months now say as acceptable, but salary raise in them back.
No, to understand almost almost say
because so.
Salary raise and na minimum be a sign the contract to. I ain't say you
almost say so trigger there. That's any pan money I saw any.
And I be wasa.
And I would
buy wasa.
No, ever saw number.
When you ever saw the number because you are raising salary.
But the key one apart from the raise and the reward, and how you see reward, how you see.
But yeah, I think let's look at this and
the last conclusion. It is generally unreasonable for a club to wait until only few days before the start of the transfer period before exercising its rights to extend an employment contract with a player. The player has the right to know well in advance whether or not the club would be extending the employment agreement so that he can take advantage of the transfer period and look for another club and thus avoid.
I think the most critical point here is to find out from Obri when they wrote or discussed with the player. the air can you know I'm so on the ye key issue no so what I say that bang and on ball shall come and yes say and from the discussions the omukacha and the enche captain so what I say
because no one so meet me at home
Brantian that time that they were engaged with other clubs outside Cobra you be see was had him in pay what is what in one
if I heard him I said no say before the season ends no more catch no
and I'm saying time them say na ache
and the season before the season ends I man be a month away
so also we kind and then they can verbally agree on verbally before later on I'm following up with
okay and now at the main bar we say omo interested in Shokan and over unim binuma na no biri I one of the boys na kosinyante tinya daddy training omo
pa
is in the imam category no there's on kasa unhu no and I know biri I want to say omunim bi omo kakakra to omo so deal with Shokan side omo so enkinka omo book no mu ye
omo kan mra ni ye because Obri unassuming but he knows what's up omunye naive omunye ngofo na ni benkum ni nifa
and no ma also my hard nso aken camera
as a family no
enti we family no
okay
no Obri has been
moti aba no timi nkonya
ona
bia ne papa so ano pa nkonya no yi
ona no ba wa man wo je duro be kese
enti say no Abrante and career is a very good player could do better than BSC. We don't
and compensate. I think I side with you.
But why would the boys say no to the club and later tends to do the same club? Why catch any other clubs?
I'm making sure reason. The reason is that there's more cash for him now.
Okay.
When he had a contract, Sikado Dona and then Quebec
club,
but now so can't get money for him to turn down offer from a foreign club.
Yeah.
Okay, reason or they turn it down. The personal terms.
There's a nice kind of
people now routine for the man
no form.
Just a half for chrono.
My tip them is to so can I see because they say no if Kabi could try about 200,000 and a Diama club to get the player.
Yeah.
Now he won't pay that 200,000 again. Yeah. Into bet me I can say me chem half.
And you can Real Madrid for
Real
Madrid for Bakrum ha. I know man a coach Mbappe Kutupa.
Yeah.
And paid him 120 million.
Yeah.
A business hand him away and Tomoyana crash or Caudian take a cravate take a car home to never ball. No Bianca on the bed.
Adunya pay the okay on pass judgment in the Cabinanca.
That man is Bianca in the book ye.
You know, I don't know.
But Ubenanca be advice to Cosebe and Comuna Cala on Contras and Casa.
That be Zaboy in the contract and them run and say.
Oh, you free.
Per the air can per the no brick can any knowledge about the laws.
I like a question. Omunya Uze Otuo-Acheampong so say omunya obi on best almost stretch boy in the career.
Yeah.
Uze team na brofo ewompa adwumboni ni uze una ya aka brofo asem. Ade ba kwa no be Jones adwumboni ntani omuti.
Awda no kre.
So be mo obi a ho betima ka tena dem pro.
Dabi doni nyesa.
Ude tena ho bu career no be ndi amemfa bo mo nyesa.
Doni nyesa.
No mo ma show ka me bo no bo. No mo sort out na afi. Obi so ko ekotoko ni o.
No, it's got to go. When you live up to Kotoko,
that Kotoko. Oh, crazy boys, no Kotoko.
Obri, 1 hour stars was 1 hour stars. Didn't you know? On he was the face of in terms of administrative.
Obri has been in the system.
And
he can international come on board.
Watch it.
I got to call this. You praise Kabila Ususwe.
Also contractor wouldn't hear her.
No, say Obia try to have also paid 15,000.
Earlier on, no. I think a contract of 8,000 was presented to him.
Not over 15,000.
And things were back catch him so over 15,000.
Musumba could be. Yeah,
Musumba could be. And
the boys will be a man contract and you.
Maybe name half. And I'm so to say you be suit bear because this season is a Kotoko. Obia from Mukwala and Obiswa Falamti.
Abukola to be in a contract.
It's also free.
And you've been a fan.
We're
on a contract. It don't the
contract.
No, okay.
You free account.
And that's all be for you. And be for you.
Said they got to call for more contract. Obiswa form so the contract.
Okay.
This is sanity. And be our owners or you.
But you see, that thing is making the clubs poorer.
financial.
Oh, so Castle last maybe we as no on component say the entire elsewhere no. Yes, occasionally when you one back be nasi. But intensity because they think say if you for England if you Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool, Man City, who are the big guys no. More so you should be able to spot talent at Everton. Go and give them 50 million. Everton will go to division championship. 50 million not or 20 for championship team no. Oba call division 1. 20 million amount no 10 million be. So develop at the mamo.
And then
but so no develop it. No Uber for free year. If for no trickling down policy. Next time no they develop player no. They are very particular about how.
So in business, also doing business
no.
And I think say say what they do is that when a contract 2 years, then they start talking to you.
Yeah.
By the time back 1 year, and they know you are not signing. Into honor, they plan sometimes say any under strict conditions without you. And here they pass player be say we born a contract we and we be fan free. It doesn't happen normally. So we should also start investing on negotiators, those behind the scenes. Some yes are businesses not for the club. So like they make what I say because I didn't also a club like Accra Lions.
Yeah.
Motrauma player BTC. Moko rely on unilateral triggering of a cross like this. So all about the 1 year now, given this potential, it's to renew the contract. And then you ever trigger BB unilateral trigger of a Prince Kwabinawi to say Gold Stars. I mean, if he's a big boy for you, why should he get here? It's also almost over because my clubs in Boca.
No, and I think
you invest so big in the player. 2 years now.
We should also advise clubs and I say, for example, there are clubs that are just with them this transfer window. Or my proposal, I just tell them 3 years. I said no. As a football person that I've been in it, minimum why a club should be happy. A player tells him some signing just 2 years. 2 years. It's I don't know. I'm surprised. Me the proposal neighbor now for 3 years. I am one because mostly no. Obi about or 2 years. 2 years. Why should a young boy like Shokan, Accra Lions, must sign in just 2 years? I think
have you seen the new contracts elsewhere? The lease is 4.5 years.
Yes.
5 years, 4.5 years, 6 years. Now what Dinamua first season so. Second season, by the third season or pick
but I can feel the pain of Accra Lions also because Dominic Nsobila contract ran out and Okoye. Only the end ran out December. It was soon December and Okoye. Abbas Samari. And also the end ran out. On carry no Nsobila in the same agency. And also the end ran out in Oko. Andrew Sogusu. Eddie ran out. And I say Shokan the Usube Kanwa. They said they might be losing key players so Moshena. Because Nsobila saying Kaotona or Boya could do Black Galaxies. Abbas Samari could do Galaxies. Shokan a national team. I think say a honoration ye kakra. And yes, a bit me up my bemo or mujuma mudu and so to a more year Juma Pao.
I'm surprised.
Maybe a more far players ni free no.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Sometymer
Otuo-Acheampong.
I'm surprised at all.
I pray Accra Lions gives up on this. They will end up creating unnecessary tension between the two clubs because they can't win. They should. That's a those who don't go. I said my first day of court ground they can't win. All right. So
I feel their pain. Because
they're supposed to have a lot of football agents because most of the club almost setting up say these players they raise you 1 or 2 years they send you to the European market or to outside market.
They're 11 signing on Kotoko.
No, say 11. Don't do 11. And then the coach Ogumaba.
That don't know.
Tino Dubai no.
Tino do no so Nigeria.
On for Lagos cities.
Or he did Tino do Nigeria for.
Kumasi boy.
Ghana yeah.
Ghana ni be
Kumasi boy.
Tino do Ghana for.
I don't know the background. Why would you? How would I call that?
How do I
Ebony. Ana me would kasa ho.
I repeat him. Okay.
Me kasa ho ana.
Only Tinedu.
Tinedu no. Ana oba e. Yeah.
Tinedu is kind of ana do 10 do ana. 10 hag do 10 ana. Tinedu there after for you.
I didn't say more of Nigerian name there, but I think we're going.
Also no was saying.
Obo midfielder, Obo Kukwasi for na bia.
Yeah, so defensive.
Defensive midfielder, yeah.
And now potential.
So I do the one who go no.
My hand once.
Some Tinedu.
Yeah, but me Nra say me ne coaches me no. And not even Nra cry. When Nra na issues be but
I start here na.
Me so to team radio be room.
Obi
room. There ni on say me so to obi wo ho a. O ka obi ho asem a, o ka ni part 10 ho asem. Oh, coach me because I wanted to even say me money me on person.
And they don't come one.
There be on but also for some reasons.
On your show soon say be an do can got here first.
No, now the question that you're asking is Tinedu is a DM. Shokan is a DM. And they already have
entry
in team, not in team sheriff who is recovering.
Or recover.
And
they don't want to rush sheriff.
Oba Kumasi.
I think
they don't want to rush.
Okay, good.
For now, and now
that's in there so am.
Anet in your mind still are.
No, that's all.
Oba for your friends. I saw I think for every go through.
Let's in your man.
Every man is a break.
I can't go to fans who crown no man is in the mo. Oh, you ever say Samba.
Ablo.
Guinea Nina so
Ablo. I don't need a
Ablo. Oh, I started to
no wife of film.
Oh, no wife of Obey. I'm
going
so letting a Muslim. I know you Guinean, you know.
Because they are no sign come go take me a year.
So what is in Yanko? We
don't got the trophy view. I
don't know, Yansan, but we are saying,
what got the trophy view?
I'm a Huso Kuta trophy.
I was also in Pancho. I was in Pancho.
Said I go in
I'm a friendly game.
I'm talking a man of the match, right?
No.
Oh, I got the trophy. South Africa. Season end, you almost bought
trophies.
The coach Ogumaba.
Okay. I discuss European transfer.
Yeah, but from then first dom started. So Oba no okwa Accra kakroje permissions dey.
Oba Accra.
No, but I'm not coming. One day so be do na Oshia go Accra.
That fin Oba training.
No, bank as a Monday no start here na Oba. Oba do Sunday na man.
The team is a Galactico straight o.
Team no more here it comes back to the coach. You see the Barbie
in place.
It comes back to how the coach never come materials na boom. Because se kwabno usu a Mr. Tuye se kwabno usu eba. Na when ya Dauda Saka. Kotwato Albert Amua. Afa Uche. Elvis Chieba afo. Asa afa Abdul Karim Abdul Rahman. We enim Hong Kong.
Abeka
coach, you know, as long as that's okay, no
comparison.
As long as that's okay,
difficult for me because one, who players on free clubs say ba or mobile or mentimi amebo. So you should allow them to play. But based on their normal idea, Prince Kwabena share 9, Sauka share 8, and Albert Amwa share 5. Kotko team Mukwala Pene share 4, Tinomoma Kenya na Kalu share 4. Team means a trainer abane die. Almost share more goals in the league than all the Kotko players with the exception of Mukwala. With the exception of Mukwala, okay. I just see a train.
Oh, are you about
near who they be?
Nana Gondum Pabo,
of course, Nana sign 11, Makuma 11 there. I'm so to sign.
Grow fine. Okay. Enti wadumu na atwo na opese udidi ye opese udade ye se obed wo se go se nyengura. Okay, all right. Afi se ya kan nam krum ye drew no atobi your number is 0244596532. Grow fine ebema wa grow fine ye be din komo kakra na mum express group and they do be too far. Person go school Australia, Canada. Person ya two and afro ya ma invitations ebra brochi who kan be fa so akọ. but more dia so be call express group ho. Your number is 055-555-0067. 055-555-0067. Ghana o baby a. Ne mumu friend number na waka baby awo. Ne direct to akwa your office kama Kumasi Accra Temasunyai Tamale Takra de baby ho. Sanity. Study and work abroad. Ni nyina no. Your baby ya ko Super Love ko. Super Love phones. Your phone ye. Papa ne bo so eda form. Ghana baby e wa ha. Your bo no da form phone mu headquarters ne yen. Your number is 0501 635 621. Where you so phone that na check. 0501 635 621. Na bibia enye kama ma. And na ya Alezo birthday born. Mature instruction no. Alezo akiwo me si me bon din bia born. Fa no hweso. Yes I me you the film. And na a special birthday ma Alezo international. The whole baby akiwo no wo. Kiwo fo nyina mo nkɔ we Alezo na mo nchia na no pese birthday no ye di abom. Okuni ni na mu aba. SMBTS. Problem bi aba ho. Problem bi aba ho. Menya problem wo SM ho. Doctor ne. Minim so wetin solve. Because SME obi awia me de. Min pese meka so obi awia me de ayira. Me de ayira.
Problem we. Enya won kwa na esi wa ha.
Okay. Afi na me de number.
Message ne audio yi amanfo text me say ne SM ayira SM. Obi shada bi sa me sa aden. SM no enam bi a enkura epenti a wo de to dem na ayira na
den na me de etime yira
ayira
edem ho ipa mienu na tewo
wona oyire
wona me yire pe
asem mienu
obi ama ho
me chesa asem mienu betumi ayira ida se wo de tete no nti wo yi asie ma ne ho atone kakra na your first point
Debi no anu me mfe
anaso se ende ma menka
asa abin ma odi nti ayira
okay obi bi sanso mesre ba akuno eka ho
second one dey
second one be say obi di ayira e bia na yire mpese oluko akogbo away match hwe en someone si said dem bi ni o pese wonum no waka fie ho nti wono ade besie ubi sale se na unya bi se ono a unya yes
akwaba
yeja
anana ma ubi prawa
unim no
pepra pepra dey say
unim last month minim dey see ye eko ye ni omo so ye adwuma kakra kakra na o frame Dr. Edu
pepra dey ozo no ye adwuma
unlo ni bi manom na we dey message ene wono ano ho enti adan a o dey kamene ni ko angel onua na wuntumi ana o se da bi fa me ko Oyerepa Oyerepa no ye wo papa kokko bi wo ho na di ho adanse o se obeka ho na e ba sama ma na oni ni mienu abom na
fine
fine so ne yankwa we dey send asem papa tie de kwa me pepras wo de kwasi ana kwabla da bi se san de no o de me fro so o de kwa me je fro kwa me pepra
okay SM Victus Dr. Edu na mu ha Dr. Edu SM Victus Edek SM Victus
o kan sa
Edek SM Victus na mehu ade bi aduru kra wo no na se we nya nkyeremu a u se doc na anwumre do critical point na me bobako nti na no yedi nkomo so da bi
abomienu
u free baako ko mienu no etse o free e ko wa
emu wa
mienu na dwuma eye no baako no mfa ho kra masa bomienu skating wa bomienu
sir as an ambassador the side dey binim dada
e bi abo baako pe
me bomienu
okay
sometimes I am say oba bi so man bi Freddy adanse say ofedro na onoma na yetimi ka kire say no bi kan ho
ene friend simi so no tes wo je agibiem so we say ma no obi are ni status obi are na capacity nti akoba say wonom no 11 total na wono se no miensa say wonom ma no na odofo nso say wa de Nase SM na SM abbreviation your friend is strong man emum ekoba na man for say friend Superman e free Superman e kwachinchini ye ba ya na so said e duro yi ekoko edie ene enkokrafo ne say your friend semenhia because ye duro we ya mu hia na nka omo hu sa de we akoyi nti efre ne semanhia ye free semanhia na ma no ko dwoma omo kunu mo sika first na nka omo press dwoma ye den no ene ma ne ko dwoma di kan to SM to on basket mu a eduanu mra na wakati ne kun se simi so wa hwe bia o mama bi tutu ye hwe o se we no ya tro ho se 30 minutes ntina wanom kakra bi wa se no ba se dabi san hwe bi ka ho na simi so na is wo konanim na onim esan se emlantie ne maba wa wo ya se SMBTS o maji atum se yesisi yare aduro na ebo sisie pa tu sisi yo ya no wanom me na no wana meka se onu se abrabo ye na mi oba ma wo ade e totima e ma wo nya hawo se wo benya sisi yare se wo nya sisi yare a adwuma bia ne obetumi aye was wo ye carpenter wo sisi ya na ja wo ditwi na wo ye mason ya wo taliban ho a wo sisi ya adwuma na wo ye DJ na wo ye presenter te said ya host wuti we ya sisi na ade ata konwa mu yo ya me ye wadom na wo didi fie nso wo sisi tena konwa so na didi udru dem na wo didi nso sisi ya na wo didi eni so sisi ya o ya de a untumi ya hwe nti no masem na watumi ya didi fie na wo didi dem wo didi fie na wo didi dem na bo awo nti esan say trend na ye nkokrafo ne mmerewafo ne ayifo ne no e maba a won mrantie so age aboso nti ese omo friend social media kese trend ana edura ebora parliament akọ parliament you
adroi
minister
na ko parliament for born and say
edro ne ko Hassan Kotoko no mo nu wie na ko mba tam ne sa de friend senior minister bi wo minister for ko ne edro we ye senior ndi SM no mo so atuni din say senior minister akwajo mo title
MB for no
ai ana wonim eye technician for no say no bi mo machine mo friend system unit say SM no mo some friend system manager and na manage systems wo ba bia chese di no koba na obi ade bia beka ho edi ni koba na obi ade bia beka ba ni na ye SM kro na chese edro we ni edro agintra ha wa Ghana ha eni amanane as obi anom a otumi di adanse ese ne we bidro papa se edro bia SMBTS abo me se obi adi adanse adi atum se na nye sa redohwe ne sem na first no amafo se obo SMBTS ba ku bia obo SMBTS ba ku bia ebo no yete so
SMBTS
ndi ka 100 aba 90 so
so me dog the price na tuja
okay
ebi mo de afa SM no ho de jisika kese bia em say enye they say price ni de 70 cedis
but we say so we be fa
obko
drasto bia le pharmacy ni
reche be 70 bi ozo wo pe bia o de wo pe bi kura na oba promise eba ha ebi wo ho Dani Heba ebi wo ho
okoko ya
Kolinak anopay amso mo di bia kwa kuguo bebre ukọ ho benya biato ana ukọ ya friend say kebadu nso ho a nyame aye bi kebadu Dr. Kebadu 70 cedis emo bi anfa ma more than 70 cedis
apidank
nso ebi ho wo ze mrom ho no
so za no so ukotu dia wo ya ni 60 cedis ya de ma 60 na nso aton 70 na we wholesale pa so dia 60 kwa beti so kakrama just what me find the curtains 100 curtains near you na 60 near tiso kakrama now is what me atu ama
so me anapa ya onipa ye di bia kogu anoche wa o
okay Dani
but you ba kono mame
Dani Heba
ye di bia kwa
time we dey we me be bo omo e wo ha na afore o menum ne he ya onum bia ukofia na wada so o
Bendalo pie me
ya captain
omo e wo ha na benum
captain are ready for it
na sanu dey say ya discal be ba office wo o benum
but on go anymore why
do so my Bendalo numbi na waka se edru ne ye
no wanum bi dadia ne jane
o wanumbi
also Kotobi Mela mo va camera nto Bendalo
na de go mbese camera
na so Bendalo manager
da bi benum no camera ni ni se o
you for the great man for that
o be bi ona mi ya camera ni de ato so
o be jira ha no pa o nya man o be jira so o
be twa SM
same kwala num kakra
na so o be twa SM
I don't Bendalo mienu
David
Bendalo
ambassador
Ambassador de
Samia Piu
baako ye ye Bendalo We only had day.
SMD. Some.
No, get the numbers. No,
SMD. Any job a few.
Any job.
Any job.
I'm gonna get dead. Now I'm for him. I'm for Joe. You no man. I'm
so me. On say SMD Jumadia AD and Intino. They be a D neighbor. Dog Bobo Bebre so. Miura here na more discussing about Shokan Muhammad no. How a Kotofona desperate or more Shokan no. Say latest name a Kotofona de Fre SM no Shokan Muhammad Bites. And also SM. And Jumadia SM need it Obia Dinam. Ye Rahani and him say system manager no. System manager na latest no but you have a media more discuss na dem say Shokan Muhammad no abi two bitters no enti the only bitters are alcohol nim.
That's right.
No bitters are no alcohol oba oba ma obi atimi no bi na dog say onu ma so me run padua no ma na enenam veins ne arteries no eduru ho a ba bia o hawo bia na siesie ba bia ejina chepa yo sisi no maka jo say nipadua no ba bia eye de pivot no sisie no enti usisi nya wontimi ntena ase ya adwuma ye wontimi ntena ase wontimi nyina ho wontimi ntumirika wontimi nya hwe enti sisie ne de so me time bia ese usisi no ejina ne nan so enu nti na SM na ba enti se wo sisi yare nko ade a mesro pe SM ne bi and eye kwan a ese ofa so a utreatie because usisi ne nya wontimi nya hwe adwuma bia wo ye bia de wo ye bia no se sisie ne nya entimi nya enu nti na SM na ba no Shokan ba kodofo ani abre o ne Accra Lions fo yi Shokan anya SM ne bi oba emfa
okay
because defensive midfield ho no kotoko like aka Andrews nti manu kwa
to bejuwa no
nti obegina ho a na kotokofo ne ye SM Shokan e Peters na asema e na o mo kan so me
dog na mami musa we here on pepra ne kenyi na say message no cry we examine won for me mo say be ma na phone eno de say nka we ho ana obi an be ma phone
de I want say do have ba ye wonura hodo nyina
bi
apart from say
man it mean phones are
shrink a phone
yes
na eno de eno no SM nitimi ana
ebuan ne kakra ebuan me mu ye den ba ne kase ne waduro he ma ne ye kase
eno so ho
e peja pa eno no
wa va no bi anhim
dabi ye mfa no nche we
and so ba edu he ba
eno ba edu he ba na say o friend yi a ebetumi a package ne de asem no
doctor na emu a I think say
ne package so dabi e shema ohun obi dabi ye ne bo na be di obi o ha ne size no ena no so
oversize
eno so wo ya edu time bia na wa he size na edura na wajai wanja na wo ye to so a afi wa he obe ya se ebu amemfidi ni mi
eno e
package no so bra se be ya
eno se family so ni dia blending man
go for free come on